Alright, hello and welcome to another Why Would You Use. So today we're going to be talking about the Baza. So this is the first submachine gun that we have seen in Warframe, and I gotta say, it is very, very good. This weapon it just has so many advantages and also niche situations to use it in. Those being that it is pinpoint accurate, like almost no recoil whatsoever, extremely high accuracy, and as you just saw, the very short recoil, giving this weapon very little downtime, along with the high fire rate, means that this weapon can pump out some significant damage. But why can it pump out significant damage? Well, the reason for that is because its stats are very good. This is highly comparable to a Soma Prime, and in fact, I think this is pretty much strictly better than a Soma Prime. That being said, the Forma investment, as you are seeing, is rather extreme, this being the most Forma I have put on anything in the game, or rather it is tied for that. However, I think it is definitely worth it, in part because this weapon as a baseline is silent, making this weapon the ideal candidate to be used as the primary for Ivara. So if you are looking for a machine gun that fucks up nullifiers and also everything else for Ivara, and is also a perfect candidate for the build that you would want to use on her Artemis bow, look no further. The Baza is Ivara's ideal weapon in pretty much every possible way that it could be. And even though the investment is steep, if you're someone like me, who very much enjoys playing as Ivara, it is definitely worth it. So, with that, let's show it obliterate this test, because this weapon has absolutely zero trouble with this level 50 test, and we will be showing it against high level, level 150 armor after this, because for obvious reasons. Super fast reload, boop, you're dead. This weapon does have fall off, which is maybe its one disadvantage, but the fall off is at such a range where it is usually going to be not noticeable, and this weapon anyway does enough damage where the fall off is negligible at best. Also, those red crits you're seeing there are from the Vigilante mod that I have in here, and because of the intense fire rate of this weapon, it is actually, like, you don't underestimate the 5% chance to get orange crits. Like, that is, it happens a lot more than you might think with a weapon that fires this quickly. So yeah, that is the regular test with this weapon just obliterates. And it's also worth noting that any ammo problems you would have with this gun are completely and totally alleviated by just Brand Carrier, because it has such an aggressively high ammo maximum of 800 extra rounds. So with that, let's show this against some actual high-level bidness, which is going to be a Bombard at level 150. And it is worth reiterating that this is not an enemy that you are ever likely to run into without Warframe buffs or using like abilities that are stronger than this weapon to kill things. The chances that you are going to run into this enemy are slim and fucking none. So keep that in mind whenever you see the kill time on this enemy. Stacking that slash up with Hunter munitions absolutely fucking shreds him. Like, that is an incredibly impressive kill time for such intense high-level armor like this. And to be fair, Hunter Munitions is doing most of that work because Hunter Munitions is such a fantastic new mod. But even still, that is very impressive. Like, just for comparison's sake, let's grab the Tigris Prime, which we all know how good that weapon is. And just so you can compare the kill times. Because it is highly aggressive in terms of competing with even some of the best, the best weapons in the game like this. Like the Tigris Prime, we all know this weapon is like a god killer, but that Baza ain't too far behind. Not too far behind at all. So yeah, that is the Baza, and I will see you guys tomorrow.